Hi, guys. I'm hoping this is working. I'm just checking. Okay. It looks like we're on. Sorry, I'm going to move this cord. Go. Think we're good. Now I'm just going to wait and see if anyone makes it on. Say hello if you're there. God, hi, Trisha. I missed you. Oh my God, I missed you guys all so much. Give it a second. I guess I can grab my stamp sets. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Keisha. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, you guys, it is so good to see you on, even if it's just the few of us. I'm so excited. I'm grabbing stamps. I don't even know what I'm doing. Actually, I kind of do. Can we do a couple cards? You guys, it is so good to see you all. I missed you so much. Kind of feeling a little bit more human. I don't know. Oh, I know. It got like I'll tell you the story as we're going and kind of give you the rundown. I know. I've been thinking about all of you. Okay, so I'm gonna get focused here for 2 seconds so that we know what we're doing. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Okay. So I have an upcoming catalog launch. And apparently I have dies that are shooting out everywhere. Oh, that's what I know. Um, I'm so excited to be live. Hi, Rosemary. I put you on my calendar. I love you. Okay. This one is coming. It's so exciting. And I'm going to kind of tie it together with a bunch of other things. Can we make more than one card? Do you guys care? Okay. I don't think you will. Nobody cares. We're like, we got nothing to do. And Brenda, I will admit, I was scared. Um, and we are so fortunate. Our home is still standing, which is more than I can say for many other people. I know. And I'll tell you what happened that Friday, because that Friday kind of got a little wild and wonderful. Well, not wonderful. That's not the word I would have used. It was wild. I'm just trying to find the page for the stamp set that I'm using so that I can. Okay, so we're going to start off with a little bit of casing, and then we're going to work our way up to a card that I did for make a bazillion cards. Can we just hang out? Okay. A card that uses more of the products I'm using from the minis or for the launch. Focus. I'm going to attempt to get my words all out. Mom and dad are good. Mom and dad are still, they've actually gone back to their house now, so they're okay. It's a card night, keep them coming. So I'm in love with this set, and you're probably going, what is this set? This is a set that came out, it's coming in the new mini. And I was getting the other one, I didn't grab it. And so I really will admit, I didn't pay much attention to it in the original catalog. So this stamp set came out in the original catalog. It is called Inked and Tiled. And it's gorgeous. But I was like, okay, well, it's fine. But it came as a bundle, and it came with these two punches. And I will tell you right now, I didn't feel like it. Oh, we lost. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm hoping that this does it. Except now I need to flip the camera because I really don't want to see myself. Okay, so we're just gonna look there. Settings, camera, way back. Okay, good. I was like, I can do this. I know I can totally do this. There we go. I just had to figure out. I have no idea. When it glitched like that, it cut my sound out again, and I couldn't get it back in. But that's okay. We're good. Okay. Facebook, I love you guys. Thank you for your patience. Do you like that? I was like, I wish I knew sign language. Okay. So anyway, then I fell in love. Hi, my core. Then I fell in love when I saw this stamp set in the mini. I'm like, this stamp set is incredible, and I love the punches. So then I ended up getting it. I'm like, okay, I'll get the bundle because I can see myself using this, and I love the sentiments. But then I got this, and I really fell in love. So we're going to start off just with some really simple cards that they showed in the catalog. Hi, you guys. No, I kind of figure out workarounds. And then I'll work up to doing a card that's kind of a little sneak peek at kind of how the whole virtual launch one's going to go. So I stuck the link to register for their virtual catalog launch party and for my product shares. They're both in the comments. And I will tell you right now, you have no idea how much I appreciate all of you who stuck with me and my business while I disappeared on you. And I'm so sorry I disappeared on you. Okay, so first card we're going to do, we're just going to use a basic white card base and layer to start. Okay, these get fun quickly. So this is kind of like a step it up version. I know, Trish, I love you. Hi, Sue. Okay. And then this, I'm going to do a 3 3/4 by 5. Now, I actually did one of these with my club girls. I was super excited. Okay, so that's all we're going to do. Now, I'm literally casing out of the catalog to start. Okay, and we'll work up to one that I had done. Oh, I did disappear. I was like, Trisha, I was talking to Rhonda and Erica one day, and I was like, you guys, I don't know how else to describe this. I feel like I'm frozen. Like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't complete anything. I was just a disaster. Okay. And then we'll go from this, then we'll do the second card. Okay. So what we're gonna start with, we need my white scrap bag. I could be here for like an hour and a half tonight. So just, my Kathy, I'm giving you the hugest hugs. The fawn's double thumbs up. Now my computer's asking me if I want it to update. Just don't do anything right now, computer. Okay, so they started this off super simple. It's super cute. Oh, Heidi, it was mind blowing. So it was this constant crush curry, this constant state of, okay, I should do this, but I can't. Like I don't know how I was just frozen. Anyway, okay, do you want the story? Do you want to hear the story? I'll give you the story. And I'll go from basically, that was the Friday, wasn't it? I think it was the Friday that Joe was at work or maybe it was Thursday. Okay, there we go. So we've got this perfect little, now I did that with the 1 3/4. Please don't laugh. I still have my old whale tails of my 1 3/4. So I was online with you guys. We knew about the fires on the other side. Like, well, we could see them that when we actually saw that night, they had lit what was supposed to be like, when they like a backburn kind of idea. And unfortunately, it was probably done. I'm just using my crushed curry. Look at the cute little stitching. It was probably done on the windiest night we had had. So I don't understand it. I'm not a fire. Your house burned down? Oh my God, Heidi. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. So parents were coming for dinner. I'm with you. Shoot, I just lost my camera again. Please tell me if you've lost sound. Please don't lose sound. Please don't lose sound. Please don't lose sound. Please don't lose sound. Is sound okay? I saw the camera went black again. Okay, someone let me know if you have no sound, okay? So all I'm doing here is I'm tucking in a couple randos of this. Easy? You still got me good. Perfect. Okay. And then we'll do our sentiment. So Joe came in the door as I was doing paper pumpkin with you guys. And I was like, what are you doing home? And he's like, well, things are really slow there. Shipments aren't getting through. people have had to leave work because of evacuation orders on the other side of the lake. So they've had to go home to get their stuff or to get kids or whatever. And he said, she just told me I could go. I was like, oh, this is getting real. So at this point, I'm kind of realizing, okay, we're getting more and more serious here. I got off the phone with you guys. Or I got off the phone. I got off our live, and because I was like, I have to go because I couldn't figure out what was happening. And then only a few minutes later, I got an email. This sounds so weird, from one of my students' parents, and wanting to know if I was still at the lake. So that one, if you missed it, because I'm not telling you anything I'm doing, we're just chatting. That one was very burst. I'm frozen. Ah, okay, I'm hoping that it kind of goes better. Are we okay there now? Not frozen anymore, hoping. 1986. Oh my God, I can't even imagine. Well, no, I can't imagine your feeling. You lost your home. That's a whole other ball game, sweetie. So this parent is saying, are you still at the lake? And I was like, yeah. And so I call her and she said, okay, so they were told about their evacuation alert the day before. She'd left with the kids. Well, my sweet little beans who I love so dearly. And she said her husband had stayed, was getting some more stuff packed up. By the time he went to leave, the fire had closed the roads. He couldn't get out. And they're on the other side of the lake. And we have one bridge in and out from the other side of the lake. That's it. Otherwise, there's a forestry road that takes like hours and hours and hours. So she said, can you help out? And I was like, of course. So kind of arranged to get him a spot on a buoy down at our side. He was able to boat across. And I went and met him down there. And then he came up and was sitting on our deck, and he had friends coming to pick him up. And that was the night. So my mom and dad are there for dinner and all that's going on. Okay. So then this just gets popped up so cutely like that. Okay. And then this cute little guy is just going to get popped onto here. So all I'm going to do here, I'm going to double dimensional, my left side, and then single my right. So he's sitting on my deck. Everything's kind of, we know it's chaotic, but not freaking out yet. It's all still the other side of the lake that's so scary. And so then we're eating dinner. And then my phone, I don't know if you have it in the States. It's like this emergency system, and it's an app for us that we can get. It's called Alertable. So I have my Alertable app starts going off like, oh my gosh, it was insane. Okay, so look at this adorable sweet card, like so stinking cute. Now I'm going to throw a couple of something fun on it. What do we have that's in Berry Burst? I'm just trying to think. They don't actually have any on theirs, any embellishments on theirs, but we're going to put something on. I'm just trying to see what I've got. Somebody help me. What do we have that comes in Berry Burst? Anything? Oh, there. I've got some. Here's some cute ones. Heading to bed. Bye, sweetie. Anyway, so that's fine. So he's over, he's waiting, and then our phone, my husband is on the phone, and then we get this alert, and it's the area right beside us. And it's not an evacuation alert, which is what you would normally get first. It's an evacuation order. It's a get out now. And it's the area right beside us on our side of the lake. And I'm so confused. Fire is on the other side of the lake. So I'm not quite understanding this. This is a massive lake, you guys. Okay. Card number 1. How stinking cute. Okay. So there we go. So there's our starting point. Okay. Now I didn't use these embellishments on the next one, so I'm going to put them away. I use something else. Okay. Now we need another 3 3/4 by 5. For our next card, we're going to use same kind of idea, but this time I am going to a pecan pie base. Okay. Cute and simple. Exactly. So we get this evacuation order for the area right next to us, and I'm starting to panic. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are we getting it? Like, what's happening? My girlfriend from Vancouver, who has a place up at the lake, but on the other side, she messages me and she's like, oh my God, Ange, it's crossed the lake. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because we're not hearing anything. Anyway, the gas, so there's envision big lake, which goes off forever. Like it takes like, I don't know, 9 hours to go from one end of the lake to the other, like by boat. It's ridiculous. It's a huge lake. But here's our arm of the lake, or this little bubble where I am. And at this left end here, there's a bridge that crosses a river. So there's a river that feeds into the lake, and then there's a bridge that crosses. I'm about here, and the fire's way over here. And like, this is a long way. Anyway, I'm doing this. So we've had spare ribs and we've had potatoes. Everything is literally still out. And we hear that the gas station right at that bridge has just gone up. And I'm like, what do you mean the gas station's gone up? And then we hear that the fire has crossed the highway. Now, you're not hearing this through anything you're supposed to hear this through. You're hearing this like through, I'm hearing it through friends and comments on Facebook. And I'm like, what is happening? Okay, so we're going to come in here. And this, again, I'm sticking to this whole crushed curry. So we're going to go like that, put him on. Now, I wouldn't recommend pressing too hard. Maybe I can show you what I mean. If you press too hard, you can actually make these blur a little bit. Okay. And so you don't want to push too hard because you will make that happen. Okay, next. I need to go back to here. So at this stage in the game, I look at Sean, then Sean hears from one of his firefighter friends that stuff is going south very quickly. And so we decide we're not waiting. We're going to get packed up and we're going to move because I've got 2 teenagers there. I've got dogs. The Lucas has got his own car there. I don't need a teenager driving out with fire on either side of him. Okay, so we've just done crushed curry on this circle. Okay, this is the flour circle. Now watch. Berry burst. Do. Give it a little bit of extra color on that side. There we go. Watch this. It's so pretty. Ta-da! Incredible. There we go. Oh my gosh, I totally can sometimes. Anyway, so we decide we're going. So I say to the boys, you've got 5 minutes. Bedrooms, go. Whatever you can get in 5 minutes, and that's it. That's what we're taking. So the boys, teenage boys, they pack their gaming consoles really quickly. And the boys quickly packed Lucas's car, sent my parents home, pie's still in the oven, you name it. Not turned on. I did turn the oven off. I will give myself credit there. So now I've just punched 1 extra, and we're gonna punch this guy out. Okay, let's just get him. Sorry, I can't see straight right now. There we go. So Sean is packing trucks. The stamp set, sweetie, this one is called Medley Mix. It is in the upcoming mini, and I'm in love. Like, it's so cute. Okay, so got that. Now, the only thing we have left on this one is we need another little strip, a basic white. Now, you're going to be like, why is she using a big one? Because I find it way easier to cut an edge off of a sentiment this way. And so kids are packing, Sean's packing. This is all that's going on. I'm packing. We've sent my parents home. I said, go get to-go bags ready. Good to see you, Judy. Okay, there. And I'm going to come down here. I'm going to stamp. Now, this one we're using congratulations. The font on these, it's absolutely incredible. Like, love. Okay, so now we've got that. And then they don't have this on the sample in the catalog, but I definitely threw a few of these onto mine. So I kind of went through and I gave myself a few of these because I loved the little stitching kind of bits. Now I tried not to line anybody up. And then I know for a fact, I also did another one. I did one with this one. So then you've got like stitch. Okay. So Sean's packing. I'm packing. We decide we're going. And Sean agrees that he will come because of the boys and they don't want to leave. They said they're not leaving without their dad. So he says, okay, I'm coming. Anyway, this all goes on and you're packing, but it's pitch black, but you can literally see the fire from my house. So like I can see it behind us and I'm freaking out and everything's kind of glowy orange and creepy and weird. And my parents are Kathy, my parents are 10 minutes further down the road than I am. And through all of this, they've actually never had an evacuation alert, even in their area. So at this point, we're going. This is what's happening. And I'm sorry, I meant to put this guy in first. Shoot. Hang on, peel this off. My parents leave. We go. Boys get ready. We're all organized. Lucas says he's waiting for dad. Joe and I pull out. We get to the top of the hill. We can't even turn right. They've now closed the highway. So we have to drive away from Vancouver at this point. They've closed the highway because it's right there. And we can see it as we come up. I'm losing my mind at this stage in the game. Thank God for my husband and his calm and cool. And the fact that he's a firefighter, because I so am not. And we head to my parents' house. Sean gets there about, I don't know, about 45 minutes after us, but Lucas did leave. Sean forced him to leave earlier. So now I have my Lukey, I have my Joe, I have my parents. We've got all the dogs because I've got my sister's dog too at this point, because she's away. And we get to my parents' house and I don't know, it's creepy and weird. Their whole neighborhood's outside. Everyone's kind of freaking out, not knowing what to do because there really wasn't a lot of instruction. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so kind of everyone's showering and we're getting to bed and we're thinking what we'll do is we'll leave in the morning. My brother calls and he's like, Ange, things are sounding really bad online. Sounds like routes out are closing, the fire's spreading. I think you guys should go. So I go upstairs, I tell my parents, it's now midnight, and my parents agree that we should leave. So we now get everybody back out to the car. My parents are packing and we drive to Vancouver, which is a 6.5 hour drive, and we leave at 1 a.m. We drove all night long. Bless my parents' hearts. Bless my 17-year-old's heart. My aunt, who was visiting my parents from Ontario, it's actually a good thing we drove her to Vancouver because there were forest fires in the town of or city of Kelowna where she was supposed to fly out of, and she wouldn't have got out. Okay, now watch this. Watch this one come together because it's actually quite incredible here. Okay, so let's do this one. There we go. So there we go. Now we want specific gems for this. Okay. Do you love this as much as I do? So simple version, stepping it up a bit more. Now we have, what are they called? Not ombre. Are they? Nope, nope, nope. They're like not tinsel gems, neutral sequins. No, not them. Did I already take the ones out? I'm not seeing the ones I need. Maybe I did take them out already. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just looking. I do have them here, so give me 1 sec. Not brushed metallic, not vested pearls, adhesive back sparkle gems. Hi, Brenda. Great cut on the step up. I know, isn't it pretty? Oh, lost my screen. Hope it's coming back. So now we're driving. We're home. We're in Vancouver. So this goes on. We get home in the morning on Saturday morning. We left, all hell was breaking loose Friday night, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, there we go. So we're just going to put a few, whoops, I forgot. We're going to put a few on here. I'm in love with these gems. There. And then I'll give myself a couple more at the bottom. There. I'm going to go big. So we get home, everybody's sleeping. Okay. It was one of those days of laying very low. Sunday, same kind of like Sunday was more trying to get some stuff done around the house, really keeping a close eye on things up at the lake. I know, Kara was showing them the one from Club. Okay, so there's your like nothing version. Now we're stepping it up. Okay, now we're going to go one step further. You ready? Okay, so now we're going to go to that same pecan pie card base. I'm just going to grab us some pecan pie card stock. Should have got that out first. If I cause an avalanche while we're doing this, I apologize. There. Nope. There it is. She's got it. Okay. You all are good. Yes, you definitely want this one. And I actually did for the global tutorial that comes out tomorrow, you guys. I did a pretty swanky card using this one there that I'm in love with. Okay, so now what we're going to do here is we're going to grab our pecan pie. I'm going to do the same for those in a sec. And what we want this time is I want you, and I want, where's the other one that I want? Oh, there. I've got 2 more. So what we're going to do this time is we are going to, oh, like hell, this is clean. Okay, I'm with you. So Matthew, I feel like it's a great blend between soft suede and crumb cake. Like it's kind of that perfect in the middle mix. Okay, so we're gonna come in here. Hi, sweet Sharon. So now Sunday goes by, Monday comes, and Sean and I think Sean, he's got a doctor's appointment Monday to get that stupid leg looked at. And so we're talking, and somehow the topic of our fuse on our stove at the lake comes up. Please don't get mad at me. You're all going to be like, seriously? So we have a stove at the lake. It's our old stove from when we used to rent our basement out here as a suite. And I don't know, it works fine. Minus the fact, I kid you not, as one element, it's got the coil elements that turns itself on and off on its own. Yes, I know. But we never leave that stove on. So we cook with it, and then we just flip the breaker. So the fuse, the breaker's off, stove can't do anything. And that's all fine and dandy too. Except as Sean and I talk in the morning, we realize nobody turned the breaker off before we left. Do you remember what I said we were doing when you know what hit the fan? We were having dinner. And when we ran out, I kid you not, this is going to shock people who know me because it's actually a very hard thing for me to do. We ran out. I left a pot with corn on the stove. The stove was turned off. We knew we turned off the stove, but there was a pot with corn on the stove. There was a pot with potatoes on the stove. Pecan there. Pecan. You say it, pecan pie. I'm going to say it that way. Oh, the pie was still in the oven. Never took it out. I mean, it was, but again, the oven was off. So I wasn't worried about that bursting into flames, but I knew that there were pots on the stove with food in them and that no one had turned off the breaker. So I'm now having a complete and total jammer. And I literally work for 3 hours straight. I get all of my club stuff ready so that my husband can mail the stuff that needs to be mailed and can put the bags out for the people that need to do pickup. And I get back in the car and I drive, because the highway is still closed. I drive the long way back to my cabin. And I show up. Now, because it's an evacuation order, you cannot enter the area. They worry about looters. There's like police roadblocks. Inking up again in crushed curry. There we go. And now again, we're taking berry burst, and we're going to do that same technique. So we're just going to give ourselves a little bit of berry. Ta-da. Oh, we have to stamp it before we can punch it. I can't just punch it out. That was funny. So I come up to the roadblock. I'm literally convinced I'm now going to burn the lake down from inside my cabin. Forget the forest fire raging around us. After many tears and me explaining to them what's going on, whoops, we're frozen. There we go. They gave me a fire department escort. I kid you not, down to my house. I'm like allowed 3 minutes. I run in, I flip the breaker, and he tells me basically throw out the garbage that's on the counter because that's going to be gross. Okay, so we got the garbage out. That's all fine and dandy. Okay, I'm getting closer. There, I need those. I need those. Now, this one, they flicked. So you know how you can take Erica does it all the time. You can take your blend and you can like flick the tip. I can't do that. It freaks me out because I'm totally convinced I'm going to wreck it. So I am not going to do that technique. I've got those bits ready. I need a little bit of crushed curry cardstock. Hang on. I need, what is it called? Gorgeously Made. I'm sure that was the one I needed. Yes, I need this one. And it's just for the die. So you'll see how I kind of use this one. Okay, throw me out a stamp set. There it is. Color and Contour's got some good speckles. I'll use that. I needed one that had a speckly background for a sec. So they let me in. I leave. I go back to my parents. I know. I told you that's my issue. I'm sure I'll wreck my blend. Erica's so good at it. I will not be. So at this point, I go back to my parents' house in hopes the fire situation is like calming down. I'm hoping that the evacuation order is going to be lifted and I will be allowed back into my house. So I hang out. And the night I actually had applied for a permit to go in. So nothing happens the following. So this is, what day are we on now? Monday, I went up, I dealt with the fire department and my fuse. Tuesday, I hung out at my parents' house all day. Wednesday, I get an email in the morning because I had actually applied for a permit to go into my property, and they'll let you in if there's no immediate danger. So like, it's kind of on a So all of a sudden I find out on Wednesday morning that my permit got approved. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." But it's like 7:45 in the morning. Hi, Carmen. And then I have to I'm looking on here, just checking what I'm doing. Um, and so I fly over to my house, and of course, you get taken in by a pilot car. No idea it even existed. Sorry, just grabbing a die. Okay, so now we're gonna pull. This is one of our stylish shaped dies, and we're gonna go with the happy birthday this time. And so I am granted I have to be out by 11 a.m., but I'm granted 3 hours. And so I go, please don't die laughing at me. Do you want to know what I do for the 3 hours in my cabinet? I clean. I clean bathrooms. I wash floors. I put everything away. I clean the fridge. You name it. For 3 hours, I clean. So if my house burns down, it will be the cleanest house to burn down. But these are the things that calm me down. Anyway, that was all fine and dandy. Go jump fast forward. I'm still up there. Friday, my husband gets up 45 minutes after he gets, or you did guess it, like she cleaned. 45 minutes after he gets up there, the evacuation order is lifted. And so what that means is you're allowed in, but you are still on alert and you could have to go like at any given moment. And so you don't really unpack. You just kind of we kept our bags at the door. Like when you showered, you put, and you dried your hair, you put the hair dryer back in your bag. It was kind of like being in a hotel. Um, Monday night, this Monday. So just I know it's Thursday today. Sorry, hang on. Die cutting. Monday night, Sean and I are up behind us. And I don't even want to say this out loud. I know you're totally clean. Um, and we can see it from the little park above us. It's burning down the hill. Like it's bad. Everything like the yeah. Anyway, so Sean's going home Tuesday because he has to work Wednesday. I know that there's a massive windstorm coming on Tuesday night. I decide I don't think emotionally I can take being there on my own. So I go home with Sean. And I guess fortunate or unfortunate, I don't know. Hell kind of hit Tuesday night. The fire was like right there. Um, things are kind of touch and go. So if you are watching, if you're in Canada and you're seeing the news at all, they're talking about how they're fighting the fire in Sorrento. Well, that's where I am. Like I live in Sorrento there. And so yeah, it's just been I don't know. Like I don't know if I sleep a lot. I do a lot of checking my cameras at my house because I can see my backyard. And for my backyard, if there's glowing on the hill, well, I know there's a problem. So I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at right now. So being on here with you guys, I was going to try yesterday and I wasn't quite. I was like, no, I'm not quite there yet. Um, and then I thought, no, if I post it this morning, it will get me on there. So I'm okay. I love all your messages. It is, and bless, oh my God, poor Sharon. Sharon's in Sycamoose, and poor Sharon is like messaging me something, and she's like desperately, when you're trying to be really positive for someone? Well, that is Sharon. Sharon is like the epitome of positivity. She's checking in with me every day. And I'm a little bit of a loon right now. So like she's trying to be positive, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna. Anyway, I love you, Sharon, and I appreciate your positivity. Our other girlfriend, Phyllis, is up there too. And so just I don't know, it's been this kind of game of trying to keep everyone safe and happy and rational. Anyway, rational is not my strong suit right now. Stamping, I will admit, I did get into a bit of a zone for a few days. Before things got I'm definitely at home. Oh my God, Cray, I love you. Jeanette's okay. So Jeanette, we weren't actually worried about Jeanette. We were worried about Jeanette's mom. So Jeanette's mom is on the side of the lake where the fire started. She is okay. But she refused to leave, it's the case for many people. The fire service up here or up at the lake, not here, is stretched way too thin right now. The forest fires in BC are horrific. And so people are aware there's just not going to be anyone. And so some people are just choosing to stay and fight themselves. And I hear them. I do. It's so scary to walk away and not know. Sean does have a lot of buddies who have been deployed up there right now. And so they're kind of keeping him in the loop, which has been great. Okay, let me get a little bit of green. Now, I think I just stamped with garden green, and I was going to use shaded spruce, but let me see. Maybe I'll just use, let me see if I've got some shaded spruce here, because the shaded spruce did look phenomenal with it. I will give it that. Oh, I do. Okay, good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we had that one die, and I was showing you from here. And this is from our Gorgeously Made. Yes, that's exactly it, Trisha. This is not my permanent residence. It's my summer home. And I love it so much. And it has so many memories because we have built it ourselves. Um, and so I would be devastated if I lost it. But I also have a home that I can come home to. And, some people can't say that. And there's also, many people who don't have home insurance. And so it's you lose everything. And I get that. I get people's being rationals over. Oh yes, this fire will be going, Lauren, for months. So yeah, if you see it on the news, it's in British Columbia, it's in Shuswap, like that's where it is, and it's currently in Sorrento, and that's where I live. So yeah, I don't know. It is a bizarre, bizarre situation. Let's put this one together, and then I'll show you all three together because they're so sweet. Now we had dimensionals. I did not eat them. They were here. Oh, I should probably just take the three things of paper I now have out and just lift those back into the cupboard. There's the dimensional. See, I knew I'd find them when I lift the stuff up. Okay. We're going to need another sheet. Am kidding? There we go. Okay. Ta-da. Now, so yes, that's currently the situation. I don't know what's happening in my beautiful little home right now, but I am hoping. You've been pretty irrational today. Good. I love you. Do you want to be irrational with me? We can do it. Totally in. Core, how are you feeling? Are you feeling better? I know that walk the other day kicked your butt, you were saying. Okay. There. And we can come there. So all they've done with these is they just kind of pop them up, disperse them. I start school on Tuesday of next week. So bless my little Lukey's heart, my sweet boy, who tomorrow I will go take and move into his, oh good, Core. I'll go take and move into his place in Chilliwack. He came and helped me in my classroom for 4 hours today. Mom and dad are now back at home. And they're feeling okay about being there. Their area is not on alert. It's not on an order. The fire is not actually moving towards them. What stamp sets are those dots from? Oh, sweetie, they're from my color and contour. He is moving to Chilliwack. I know it's for his program. So yeah, it's just these dots from color and contour, sweetie. He's only moving there for 3 months. It is for his Powerline technician pre-apprenticeship program, which he's so mad that he's not already doing because he's like, I could help, Mom. So the hydro crews up by the lake right now are mind-blowing. They're just everywhere. And I don't know, these men and women are incredible. Okay, so then this one we're going to stick it over top of this. And then these little darlings, I'm actually going to grab a silicone mat for this. I have stuff everywhere. Craft room at cabin. I have a craft room at the cabin. I'm definitely not in my craft room at the cabin. I'm in my one at home. There's no smoke in this one. But yeah, so mom and dad are there. They're feeling okay. I mean, I'm checking in with them 24/7. My mom's really good. Like social media, unfortunately, is kind of the only route to find things out quickly in these situations. And so mom's good. She's dialed. She knows how to access stuff. She knows what she's looking for. So she's kind of on the ball. But yeah, so Lukey moves. I'll get him into his place tomorrow. He doesn't actually move tomorrow because he doesn't start school till the following week. But we'll get his place set up tomorrow. Okay, so we just stuck those two little kind of stitchies in there. Now we have this guy. So what we're going to do with this guy is I'm actually going to cheat. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will use some liquid glue and scare you all into thinking that the smoke got rain. That's what I will do. Okay. Whoop. Oh, see? This is why I don't use this glue. Why is it pooping out I'm not even touching it, you guys, not even squeezing it right now. This is why I don't use liquid glue. Did you pack up craft room? Yeah, well, the craft room at the lake, it really only, like, let's be honest, it has some paper in it and ink pads and blends. Everything else comes and goes with me. So I did have, you guys were the same. Not the green glue. I know. Well, that was a disaster. You just witnessed it. It shot everywhere because it hates me. Anyway, yeah. So craft room at the lake is okay. It's all packed up. It's all here. Look at it. Do you see this right now? It's literally like, and the funny part is I actually used it several times yesterday with no issue. So it went, oh, you're live? We're gonna make you look like an idiot. There. Like, it's literally, I'm not even touch squeezing it. Look at it coming out right now. I use a sponge with that glue. I'm gonna use a blowtorch. 2 seconds. Ah. Okay, we're gonna stick one last thing onto here. Now, I don't like the fact that I stamped this in garden green. Another bottle with a precision tip. I have heard that. One of my girls was showing us that the other day. So yes, all safe, all good, have all stamping supplies. Can I tell you something embarrassing? In the chaos run, the first night when we left, see, there's glue there. I got all of my stamping stuff with the exception of oh my God, look at this right now. Like, why is that? It's no one's squeezing it, no one's doing, it's just pouring poopy. And dip it in the back. Yes, I think I need to try something because this is just not pretty. Anyway, okay, so now we're gonna come in and we'll add a few more. I did. So, Stu, we got that. The order got lifted on the Friday, and I was only there until Tuesday. And on Monday afternoon, my order that had been held because of the evacuation order and because UPS couldn't get in, it did come on Monday, and then we left on Tuesday. So I was ecstatic because it meant I didn't have to reorder everything. Okay. Unscrew the cap to let the air in. Oh, look at, I'm getting, it's totally possessed. I'm going with it's possessed. No, it's horrible. Okay, there, stop doing weird things. But can you tell me why it didn't do it for, I have to get a paper towel because it's going to run down on my counters. Just a sec. Ta-da. There. Okay. We're gonna put that away and we're not gonna touch that anymore today. Okay, now where are all the cards gone so you guys can see these ones? Anyone know? We had them. Oh, they're there. Okay. Oh, look at that. 45 minutes. We've been stamping for, well, I've been blabbing the whole time. I heard if you take both lids off, it'll help. Not doing that. I haven't tried. Okay. You love them? Good. Okay. So as I said, though, these weren't mine. These are just from the catalog, but I wanted to show you them because these are what caused me to fall in love. So there are these incredible kind of versions. There is a very simple one. There it kind of gets stepped up a little bit. And then here you're stepping it up a little bit more, always kind of adding different elements from the set. Now, the one I want to show you, I won't stamp because Sean will get mad because I think I said I'd be ready for dinner by 7:45. Actually, who am I kidding? He won't actually get mad at me. He'll just give me the look. I will come on. So what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. I'm going to come on tomorrow night, and it's a Friday night. Okay. So I don't expect you to be around. I know people have lives, but I'm going to come on tomorrow night and I'm going to make this one with you. This one, it gives you a little kind of sneak peek into upcoming catalog launch. But this DSP, this incredible DSP back there, that is actually from the inked and tiled. That's the DSP that goes with this one here. Oh, I must be frozen. There we go. Okay, Beth, I'm with you. This one is my favorite too. I don't have a life. Look at us all. I don't have a life. I don't go on Friday nights. Going on Friday nights requires effort. So, number one, get yourselves registered for the virtual launch. It's going to be a blast. And you're going to, I actually have an add-on class for the launch. I'm doing the leaves class. We're going to be doing the meadow. What's it called? I can't even see it in my wall. Magical Meadow is the actual one that we're doing. And then the leaves one's one of my add-on classes. I know, look at us. I like this life. This is my life and it makes me happy. It's my stamping life. Thank you. Thank you for being here tonight. Time tomorrow. Okay. I have to, Lucas, we're gonna be there by 1. I feel like I can do 5 p.m. Do we do 5? Does that work? Oh, no, let's do 6. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm gonna post in the morning that I'm doing it so that we stick to it. And I don't, even if I get panicky, I won't bail on you. You're coming to Vancouver this weekend for Sheridan. I'm so jealous. That will be amazing. And so I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific. No, Luki, we'll be back in before then. We're only going out for 4 hours. The traffic will be horrific if we stay out any longer than that. So we know that, just kind of 4 hours. Okay. Love you all to death. Thank you so much. I'll see you at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It is 7 p.m. Mountain Time. I think I'm doing this all right at this point. Okay. And there are 3 of them from that mixed medley. Okay. And again, like I said, the 2 punches that come with that one suite, or sorry, with that, go with the inked and tiled. I feel like we should make a card with inked and tiled too. Anyway, it's incredible. Sorry, I'm starting to see it. I'm like, I wonder if we could stamp these and then create them like kitchen tiles using those punches. Sorry, it's all playing out in my head. There we go. Mwah. Have an awesome evening. Get your buns registered, okay? See you later. Bye.